Hello and welcome to the African State of Union show. My name is Freeman Singirankabo, and it is with humble that I welcome all of you to our show today. And for those of you joining us for the first time, I want to give you a huge welcome. Make you safe at home and be sure to subscribe. Hit the button here that says subscribe, share, follow, and definitely that bell. Why? Because we want to make sure that every time we release new content that you are aware of it. Or if we're live, so you can come in and hang out with us and have a discussion in real time as it happens. And I want to let you guys know that every time you see me in front of your camera, in front of the television, or behind the scenes, I want to let you know that I am the truth, I am the love, and I am the trust. And these are the benchmarks of which I would love for you to measure the contents of everything that comes out of my mouth, because we want to make sure that we add value to you. Anything that you see out of order, we expect that you call us out. But also everything that adds value to you, we would love your support. Definitely, it can go along the way. And with that in mind, guys, our show today, it is all about Burundi. And for those of you guys who do not know, today in Burundi, they had an inauguration of the new president, President Evariste Ndayishimiye. And this was on this 18th of June, 2020. And for those of you who have no idea that Burundi had just had an inauguration, there was an election this past May 2020, and President Evariste Ndayishimiye won the election. And unfortunately, due to the passing of his predecessor, President Pierre Nkurunziza, the Burundian Constitution Court had expedited his taking office so that everything continued to roll smoothly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take a moment to really congratulate the people of Burundi and also His Excellency President Evariste Ndayishimiye because of this such smooth transition that we have witnessed in power. Now, as African, this very day of June the 18th has gone down to history as one of the glorious days for Burundi and the people of Burundi. Those of you guys who have little knowledge or no history whatsoever when it comes to Burundi, it is the very first time for me that I witness a smooth transfer of power in Burundi. For the past 2 decades, we have witnessed turmoil within the country, especially when it came to the transfer of power. Not only that, this inauguration has taken place peacefully. We have witnessed Burundians going out on the street because of jubilee, excitement. We have witnessed a public invitation where the Burundians are actually they have invited the people, all citizens of Burundi and friends of Burundi, to witness such a smooth transfer of power. This is such a fresh, something amazing for the country altogether. We have not seen this smooth operation, smooth transfer of power for African countries, for that matter, for such a long time. However, it is my very first time, guys, that I have seen a president who actually starts off his administration on his knees. I am telling you, this new president of Burundi is a humble man. I have witnessed for president here in the United States who have taken power, and I've never seen not one single president taking office in his very few minutes starts off kneeling and praying to God. This is what the president of Burundi has done today, ladies and gentlemen. President Ndayishimiye knelt for approximately 3 minutes and 30 seconds on his knees while he was praying. And not only that, he knelt in front of the entire Burundian people and friends of Burundi as he received both the permission, the authority, and the power to actually lead the people. This is almost like a story out of a book or a movie script. It was so smooth and it was so perfect that it was so exemplary. And I hope that African presidents have taken notes for this amazing inauguration and transfer of power. Now, for these past 2 decades, Burundi and Rwanda have had a share of its turmoils. And it was so refreshing to see this newly elected office or official, His Excellency President Evariste Ndayishimiye, smooth operating, taking office in peace, in humble beginnings, close to the people. It is just completely breathtaking, to say the least. And I want to take a moment, guys, to just ask you young people, if you really understand what this means for your country, especially you Burundians, young people. To witness such a transfer in power, when all that you have known is either a president getting shot, completely getting violated, to be removed from power. This is such an amazing new beginning for all of you young people in Burundi and Africans in general. This should be an exemplary, amazing example for all of us to see. And I'm so grateful that Burundi, as a country, and the Burundian people are maturing to this extent where they are actually willing to allow fellow citizens to rule the country accordingly. And I want to absolutely say that it is incredible that now we can see that Burundi is actually taking its own power with no permission from any external sources to do what it wants to do. This is remarkable, young people in Burundi. This is remarkable, young Africans. Every single one of the African country must be in a position to self-govern, just like the Burundian people have showed us today. But not only that, as you are well aware, when the rest of the world is actually fighting the scandemic COVID-19, I don't know if you have noticed, but in Burundi, they have their own policies. They're not following the World Health Organization when it comes to how they are managing their own affairs internally. And it is amazing to see how only Burundi and Tanzania, things like social distancing is not required. All because they are managing their own country accordingly. And so it was so refreshing to see the whole entire stadium full of people without any mask. Very few people have masks on, but the majority did not have any mask. Why? Because they know their own country. They know that everything is good there. They're following, they're implementing their own policies, Burundian policies versus World Health Organization policies. And it is incredibly amazing to see that taking place. Guys, I want to absolutely say that it is our time, young people. Burundians, this is just the beginning of you governing yourselves, of you managing your affairs without so many external influences. And I do pray and hope that the African countries are watching Burundi today as they embark on a new path for their own lives, for their own country, because this is amazing. I want to absolutely just say that it was such an incredible witnessing what was happening in Burundi. And I really want to ask all of you young people from all over the world, but in particular Africans, take a look at what happened in Burundi. What they're doing today, what they are embarking on, it's something new that Africa needs, that all African countries need. Self-government without the external influences, where the people actually allow themselves to self-govern, where you don't have to kill each other to assume power. So we are hoping a whole lot from Burundian brothers and sisters. We are so grateful to see what you are doing, what you have done today, peacefully. And we hope that there is more where that came from. And with that in mind, guys, that's it for our show today. We are told that we need to wrap it up. And I want to remind for all of you to please join us in real time as we are going to be having this conversation live. We would love for you to come and join us. Either use WhatsApp or come in real time. We will be showing you how you can join in our studio. And we also want to ask that you do remember to subscribe, share, and follow this conversation. Again, our big, huge congratulations to the new president of Burundi, His Excellency President Evariste Ndayishimiye, and to the Burundian people for really having a smooth inauguration of the president of your country. Thank you guys, and you have a good one. And this is Freeman Singirankabo with the African State of Union Show. Goodbye for now.